Today we're speedrunning Prison Escape Simulator. Now our speedrun starts with us waking up and we see a note on our bed that tells us we can escape the prison by using the subway tunnels that are under here. So right away we're going to open up our rug and then just start hitting these panels over and over again with this chair to get rid of those first. After that we can go grab our handy spoon and use that to actually dig down here. Thankfully none of the other prisoners here really care what I'm doing, they kind of just accept it. So we're able to use this time to first try to find stuff we can trade for toilet paper. Every time you dig there is a chance that something will show up, so we get a couple of different items, we can put those on the table and then lift the rug back up. The reason we had to put it down in the first place is this is the tutorial, so it's trying to teach you how to play the game, so you kind of have to do the steps in order. From here all I'm doing is just trying to find as many things as possible. Preferably you want around 10, which I actually got 11 there, that's awesome, but we're going to worry about that last thing later because we can put the spoon under our bed and start getting rid of some of this dirt that's in the corner. Thankfully not that large of amount of dirt, and then we can knock on our cell door and then put the stuff on the table because here comes one of the guards. This guy is gonna say, hey, for all this stuff I'll give you some toilet paper. That time we got 46, and then he tells us he'll be back in 30 seconds, so we have to sneak by him, you know, the best sneaking ever, go over to this guy, grab some food, that way we get some more energy, and then grab a toy shovel. Now with this toy shovel we'll put it under our bed, we'll bang on our cell doors, that way the guard will come back, and then as he's coming back I'm actually going to want to then lift up the carpet because it takes a while to do, so that just saves us a little bit of time rather than waiting for him, and it's time to dig yet again. And this time with the toy shovel this is so much better at digging than a spoon. You can see we have a much wider radius, so we'll grab a couple of things, and once we get our inventory full we'll have to go back up to the surface using this handy rope we have. And here is the basic progression of at least the early game, where we just want to dig deeper, find a bunch of stuff, and use that to sell for toilet paper. Every once in a while, we'll also find a present or some coins, and those will make us money. We do want $6 in total. That's all you really need. By the way, if you end up enjoying the video, please subscribe. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm, and I'd really appreciate it. So we're doing great on that. We'll head back up. We can put down our carpet. Then we can place the stuff under, you know, get rid of this dirt, just the normal stuff. But this time there is going to be more dirt because we did do more digging. Oh, and then also the toilet did get clogged right there with the dirt. So we do have to deal with that by just hitting it a couple of times, banging on our cell door, putting all the stuff over there, talking to the guard one more time. And this time he's going to give us 52 toilet paper. So that is a good amount and actually perfect for the next tool we need. So like usual, we'll head to this guy first. We got to get some extra energy. And then right after that, we'll go over to the guy with the tools. And this time he's giving us a soup ladle, which you wouldn't think that this would be the best thing ever at carving out the floor, but it actually is. So we do go with our normal strats of just opening this gate as soon as the guard leaves. It's really funny how he doesn't notice that. And then this thing is absolutely insane. We can dig so fast with this, and our shovels as we go through this game are only going to get crazier. So just like normal, we'll dig a couple of times, get a couple of things until our inventory is full. Then we can go back to the table, place those down, and continue on with this process. And as you get deeper, you're also going to find more valuable things. Like the watch is pretty valuable. Oh, also there will be this coffin right here. Yeah, there's someone who is buried underneath our prison, and we can't actually deal with it just yet. But also, instead of dealing with it, we're just kind of going to ignore it because at this point we are at a spot with a lot of really good items that we do want. So there's no point in trying to dig around it. That would just be way too much work. Instead, we'll just grab all the things around here. And I'm just watching my energy along with everything else. I can grab a couple of things. That soup can's going to stay for just a little bit longer. Then we can put down the carpet just like usual. You know, you already know this whole routine. You can't do this while the guard is coming up because he will catch you and then just be mad at you. So obviously we want to sell him this stuff. I don't know why he never thinks about how we get all this stuff, but I guess that's not his job. He's just trying to give us toilet paper for various goods. This time it is going to be 80. He tells us, I'll see you in 30 seconds. Still terrible at his job. Needs some more energy. But this time we're going to get a different power up, which is this backpack. And the backpack does two things. First, it raises our carry capacity from 5 to 10. And then also it will allow us to get an extra energy drink, which will come in important later. But from here, pretty much same thing with the ladle. Just going for stuff all around us, finding some coins, finding some valuable things, just with a much bigger backpack so we don't have to go up as much. But for the most part, we're kind of just killing time until it's lunchtime at this point. We got to the money we need so we can get in a slightly better situation, but there is a little bit of a waiting game here where we just grind. And we are getting some cool statues like that gold one. You very rarely see stuff like that, so I'll take it. I mean, in general, we got a very fast tool and ladle, so this is a very good run. A lot of these runs you do have to reset just because you're not getting the luck to get the amount of money you need. So I have had to worry about that in the past, but this one is looking good. There's so much stuff on my table. And this guy comes up. We're actually going to make him wait for a second. He says everything okay, and we just stare at him directly in the eyes. But we actually want to wait out this time just a little bit till around our clock says 11:30. Now, once that's done, we're able to take this stuff, and he says, see you in 30 seconds. But this is actually the perfect time to do this because you'll notice that lunchtime is at noon. So while this is all happening, we'll get some extra upgrades. We're going to get our health. We're going to get some extra stamina for 50 toilet paper. And then lunchtime is going to start before the guard comes back. Now, the guards in this prison do not talk at all. So we're just standing out here. Here comes that guard just saying hi to us. Doesn't even care that we're out of our cell because she's like, okay, I guess it's lunchtime. I don't have time to worry about him. So we're just good to go. Otherwise, we would have had to wait for her to unlock our cell, and we don't want to do that. So while we have this extra time, we will get a little bit of extra stamina just doing that training. Then we'll come over to this energy drink place where, since we have $6, we can get 2 of those before finally going and playing cards. Now, in this card game, what you have to do is get the Queen of Hearts. So we just keep track of where that is, and then we can do a strategy called card marking. This is basically once we select which card is the queen, if right after we press E, we move to the left or right, it will mark that other card. And I do have to redo that anytime the queen isn't in the middle, but this is so nice because this game definitely gets difficult. Every time you do win it, the cards are going to get faster to kind of an unfair degree. And I mean, our guy did go to prison for scamming people, so this very much fits our character, just marking these cards with an invisible force this person can't even see. And while I'm doing this, by the way, please remember that you are loved. I promise you, you can make it through whatever you're going through. I know these times are hard for a lot of people, but you got this. I truly do believe in you. And yeah, now it's time to finish out this scam by just pressing that one. Now we have 32,000 toilet paper. I don't even know how this guy had all that toilet paper to give us. I think he thought he'd win the gamble eventually, and now he's just going to be in toilet paper debt. But then we want to get caught with a tool in our hands by one of the guards. That's just going to end lunchtime even faster, so we don't have to wait out the whole time before we can start digging again. Then we talk to the guard. We say we need some toilet paper because he is mandated to give us some toilet paper once per day. So that's perfect. We don't even have to dig. Of course, we'll get some more energy, and we can also talk to this guy where we just want to get tool after tool. See, normally you would have to grind out for so long to get all the toilet paper needed for these tools. But instead of doing that, since we just got through that card game, we're good to go. Now, by the way, you can win that card game without card marking. It's just a lot harder, at least for me. I'm not the smartest person in the world, so card marking definitely helps me with not having to reset this run a million times. But we make it away from him just in time to put our tool under our bed, sit by here. But we're not at the best tool just yet, but I do want to wait a second, because every once in a while the guard will do that where he doesn't leave your cell right away. And if I went and tried to open the carpet, he would have saw us, got us in trouble. So I'm very happy I waited. I have lost a couple of runs to that, so at this point I'm just being a bit wary. Anyways, we only dug a little bit, so it's just putting a little bit of dirt in the toilet. We can put this old boot down. This guy's probably disappointed with how little we're giving him, but we do not need this 3 toilet paper at all. We got to go back to this guy. Of course, it's time to get some more shovels, which this is just hilarious. And I mean, these shovels are getting very expensive. Like, we are spending a lot. I don't know how any normal person is supposed to have these prices, but once we get the golden shovel, we're all good to go. We'll grab some of that food. We'll grab a little bit more energy, and then we have to escape before the guard gets here. We have plenty of time though, and just like the usual, also just like last time, I'm just gonna make sure that he doesn't check on me one more time. I just really don't want to lose this run. It has been very good. And then we can start digging down. Now with this golden shovel, we just destroy the dirt, go down so fast, and yeah, it just feels great. Once you make it to the bottom, then you have to find the actual exit to make your way over to the sewer tunnels. So that is what we're looking for, just going through this rock. There's so much extra stuff just on the ground that we could pick up, but I mean, I'm never coming back to this prison. Why would I worry about that? And as you can see, our energy does start running out, which is why we got those soda cans. Those give us extra energy that we can use at any time, and getting 2 of them is just a little bit of a safety feature. Normally you don't even need 2 of them, but I mean, you might as well, because there it's going to be, that's the hole. But then I'm actually going to pause and turn the quality on low, and that just lowers the shadow quality so we can actually see down here. I mean, normally you can see down here anyways, but it's a lot harder, and just for the YouTube video, I thought this would be better. But the path you have to take is very simple. You just go kind of to the right and then just straight, and we just continue on our way through this tunnel until finally we find this ladder on the other side. This spawns us up here over with a car, so we can make our way over to these buttons, and we just have to turn all of them on at once, and it's pretty easy. Sometimes they go down, but we actually got pretty good luck right there, so we can go out pretty much right away. Now at this point, it's just the driving section where we have to make sure we don't destroy the car, but it's actually pretty hard to destroy the car. I will be braking every once in a while, like during this turn, because this car isn't the easiest thing to control and you very much can hit walls. But it's a pretty chill drive, at least at the beginning. There will be one cop after us eventually, but they take so long. Oh, also, yeah, I did get hit right there. All right, we don't have to talk about it. By the way, for the end of this speed run, you will see that my timer is going to be a bit different than in-game time. I'm pretty sure that's just because we paused for a second, and also the loading screen as we got out of the sewer system. But you know, just had to have the timer. It's part of the speed run. So we're going past this dude, just completely swerve out of the way of the cop car. One time he hit me and then I flew up into the air, and it was kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, we're trying to go fast. We make our way over here and call time right there, 13:26, or on the actual in-game time, 13:12, which is second place on the leaderboards. All right, subscribe if you enjoyed. Bye.